And All India Muslim Personal Board is an organization of Muslim intellectuals, my lord. But the Islamic scholar, they are the member of this organization. They wants to hold meeting in Brigade Parade Ground on 26th April 2025. In the wake of, there is a press release on behalf of the All India Muslim Personal Board, which is annexed with my petition, page number 39. Kindly turn page number 40, my lord. I just, the relevant paragraph, I just.
Page number 39.
My lord. It starts from because of nationwide movement against, what is it? Nationwide movement against Waqf amendments, All India Muslim Personal Law Boards, firm resistance. Kindly turn page number 40, the first paragraph. As a part of the first phase of the movement,
page number 40.
Yes, the relevant paragraph. I just placed the relevant paragraph. As a part of the first phase of the movement, and entire week from one Friday to the next will be observed under the theme Save Waqf, Save the Constitution. During this period, several initiatives will be undertaken with a major focus on organizing roundtable discussion with fellow citizens. This meeting aimed to counter the misinformation and false narrative being spread by the government and sectarian elements with facts and logical arguments. Similarly, a meeting will be held in Delhi with leaders of other religious and representative of their Waqf institutions. Large-scale protest program will be organized in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Chennai, Vijayawada, Malappuram, Patna, Ranchi, and others. The campaign will begin with a grand public gathering at Delhi's Talkota Stadium. All this program under first phase will continue until Eid al-Adha. The next phase will be decided thereafter. The board general secretary made an appeal to all Muslims, especially youth, to remain patient, composed, and firm in their stance. He argued them not to take any action driven by emotion that might provide opportunities to sectarian and disruptive forces. The board further appealed for the campaign to be conducted in an organized and planned in peaceful manner, requesting individuals not to act independently but to cooperate strictly in line with the board's guideline. It's a front-runner organization of Islamic scholar, my lord. They wants to hold meeting on 26th April 2025. Act of this call, my lord, in Brigade Parade Ground, my lord. Kindly turn, my lord, and they wrote a letter to the Colonel of General Officer Commanding Land Headquarter, Bengal area. That is annexed with my petition, page number 44, my lord. Because the Brigade Parade Ground, my lord, the army land, my lord. So a communication made to them, page number 44. Thereafter, page number 45, it is the communication to Mananiya Jukmo Commissioner Headquarter, Kolkata Police, Lal Bazar, page number 45. Then, my lord, kindly turn page number 51, which is under challenge in this writ petition, my lord. Who wants to hold real? Just 3 points is there. It is communicated to Mr. Muhammad Kamruzzaman, is the petitioner number 2 herein. Is represented now, is authorized to represent this All India Muslim Personal Law, but the authorization letter is also annexed herein. Mr. Muhammad Kamruzzaman, State Joint Convener, West Bengal, All India Muslim Personal Law Board. Application for conduct of meeting at Brigade Parade Ground, Kolkata on 26 April 2025. 1. Reference your letter number nil dated such and such. 2. Permission for conduct of meeting at Brigade Parade Ground on 26 April 2025 is not granted to your organization. There is nothing. It's a non-speaking order. Nothing special about the why they reject it or why they don't want to conduct this.
But if the owner of the land doesn't give permission, for example, I'll come to the next part. Will it lie before me?
It is a, my lord, why before a constitutional court? Because this land.
No, not constitutional court.
That point, I just make my point, my lord. Because it is a public authority. It is not a private land. If that is a private land, I have nothing to say. I will never come to this court.
No, for army there is no separate determination.
Because of that, this is a blend of two things. One is silent on the part of the state. Another thing is that because we made the communication to the state authorities. State is
No, I'm not on. I am not on the.
I am before this court because of two reasons. Because of two reasons. One, because it's a blend of two things. One, silence on the part of state. Number one. Number two, rejection on the part of a public authority.
No, I'm not on that.
I want the holder.
Is there
visualize it?
any other determination is there?
No.
This is the determination.
No, this is the determination. That's why, my lord, yes.
For army orders, there are no separate determination.
No,
This is the,
this is time and again for time immemorial being held by the army, the land.
No,
They are the absolute owner.
I am not on that, sir.
asking for the determination.
Any order passed by the army, will it fall within the classification assigned to this bench?
Yes,
Yes, not
normally it should. Police has been recently classified by the Honorable Chief Justice Division Bench. It includes ED CBI, not military or defense. So normally it comes within the residuary jurisdiction.
এটাই আমি বলছি তো এটা
But police is also involved here.
because of
police will come as second until and unless you give permission where from police will come.
with the deepest of respect, no, that is not the scenario.
Huh?
With deepest of respect, subject to correction of other authorities. Because of that, first manner, whenever, because there is no such specific reason is what happened, manner, because the other parties and as well as other organizations, they also
Go
hold a
just-
rally in the brigade.
Go to Justice Sina, she is also having the authority.
Then don't put in trouble in
The trouble is here.
because state authorities and state police inaction is also come. That's why, my lord, I have twofold prayer, my lord. That's why, my lord, if that's so, my lord, then also this determination is there, my lord. Because police inaction is also a part of.
Police inaction, I have no dispute.
Yes,
Police,
it is also a part of my petition.
police comes in subsequently after the land.
No. Because of that, police authority give a NOC to the army authority. Yes, it is internal arrangement. Because of the internal arrangement, I don't want to disclose it because it is an internal arrangement between them, police authority and the army authority. Because of that, there might be that IB report and all these things. So this is a determination. There is no doubt about the determination. Now, my lord,
Mr. Chakraborty, determination, you have any doubt?
Lord, I have no objection if your lordship takes up. It will be my pleasure to address your lordship.
Otherwise, my lord, otherwise I will suffer. Otherwise,
Yes,
I will
yes.
suffer. Why I will suffer?
And where is the order of the police?
Police is completely silent. Police is completely silent. The army authority, they denied it without showing any cause. It's a non-speaking order, my lord. They give this piece of land to the organization for chanting Gita.
Very
They
good.
give this land for organizing other rallies,
Yes,
but not the all India Muslim.
Mr. Chakraborty.
Should I address first or the Lord Advocate General will address?
No, he will address second. First, substantiate the
here.
communication.
Now, I am taking a preliminary objection to the maintainability of this writ petition. Now, firstly, they have pleaded that this is registered under the Society Registration Act of 1961. Now, Society Registration Act 1961, whenever registers an organization under 1961 Act, they come under an obligation to comply with the memorandum of association issued to them. Now, I have some experience that in case where such memorandum is issued, whether he has come with the memorandum or not, I do not know. This must be absolutely unfettered, secular activities to be performed by the society who is being registered. Number one. Number two is, under the Society Registration Act, Section 6, when the society sues or being sued, it has to be done by the president or the secretary or by resolution. Where is the resolution? Resolution taken by the society, unanimous resolution to move this writ petition. Number two. Number three, this issue is, this is a very surprising thing, that the parliamentary law which has been enacted and now being questioned before the Supreme Court in a power of judicial review. whether this petitioner is duty bound to comply with fundamental duty which is enshrined under the Constitution. I shall be placing those. They shall abide by the Constitution. They shall not act anything against the sovereignty or integrity of the country. Now, thirdly, Lordship kindly appreciates that, Lord, the nationwide movement, that is the thing they are now conversing. And what is the prayer kindly come? They want 50,000 people's assembly at Brigade Parade Ground on 26.
Yes,
Now kindly come to prayer C,
page 27.
page 27. Page 20, a writ of our in the nature mandamus, directing the respondents, the agents, servants, subordinates, employees or assigns, and each one of them to forthwith and immediately grant permission to the petitioners herein to conduct and organizing a meeting, a peaceful assembly at Brigade Parade Ground on such and such for a discussion on the Work Amendment Act. The discussion may be in a private sector, in a private room, for discussion why this assembly is required. 50,000 people's assembly. If it is a discussion on a question of law, this can be done in a private manner. In case of a discussion with the lawyers, this attempt is nullified. Number one. Number two is, in view of successive riots in the districts, my lord, who will take the responsibility of law and order? If
So that is not your reason.
no,
that is not a reason.
I am coming to that.
Society up to it is you have not granted any reason in your communication.
My lord, defense normally does not disclose the secret reasons.
I can show to you.
I can show to your lordship if your lordship so wants.
So this will be applicable to all political parties henceforth. All political
Yes,
parties
yes,
henceforth.
yes.
That brigade will not be allowed by the military to be used.
Subject to this is the political party is holding a meeting for their political propaganda. This is not a case of a political party. This
So you assign a reason, sir. You will not. You said secret.
yes.
This is nothing secret, sir. You must be having a ground.
No, this is kindly see this. This instruction has come.
Where is it?
The details of the meetings will not date. This entire brigade parade is now being occupied by the army for training of the soldiers on a war footing basis. This is being done right from 21st April to 27th, and this will continue. Well, the major is present in court before your lordship.
No, Mr. You could have granted that reason, sir. You require the
This is a decision taken by a different department. Kindly see Lieutenant Colonel GOC, and the rejection has been by Colonel Land. So there was no communication between them.
Therefore, the person whichever officer has communicated this, shouldn't have been in a better format, sir,
Yes.
and answerable. This is absolutely a prohibitory communication. One line you could not have added for some reason or the other.
No, there I join you. The question which is being raised in writ petition for assembly of 50,000 people is subject to the restriction under Article 19.2. Kindly allow me to read 19.2. It's not permissible at all. I can supplement the reasons of the defense. I am appearing for the defense.
No, but simply the communication itself, if it is bad in law.
Milord, that apart, if your lordship finds it is settled law, that on perusal of the question of law, it appears to your lordship that this is bad, they should not be permitted at all. Question of holding an assembly in case of a parliamentary law which is being adjudicated by the Supreme Court, subject to restriction of Article 19.2. Kindly see Article 19.2. Allow me to place. This is both Article 19.1 one small a and b which has been thrust before your lordship, the right, that is subject to restriction. This is not permissible.
These reasons I don't disclose it.
And this reason I cannot disclose it. It's a question of defense, this is internal security.
So this is not you say that I'm not saying that. You could have said that the purpose for which you are conducting the meeting is not acceptable to the military. The purpose you have said permission not granted. You could have used the language in a better form, sir, over here. You have a reason, I understand.
So one in course of today we shall do that.
In course of
Because otherwise this is become
But I have got at least another 5 points in support of rejection of this petition. If your lordship so wants.
when official communication.
Lord, this is admittedly kindly appreciate. This amendment of Work of Amendment Act necessitated riots in the district of Murshidabad, Malda. I had the privilege to argue before the other division bench. The division bench has permitted us to deploy paramilitary forces without the permission of the state government.
I'm not disputing
This question
I'm
of
not disputing that, sir. If these are the circumstances which compelled you, you're trying to impress upon the court. I am not going over there. You should have impressed the persons who are connected. There must be you must have some reason. You could that reason may be good, bad. But is there any reason?
no, there is no reason. It is simplicity rejection. I appreciate.
There may be a good
But
reason.
whether
There-
in law, subject to correction, what your lordship will say, whether in law, this simplicity rejection can also draw an inference in a given situation and given circumstance. In a given situation and given circumstance, what is the inference?
This will-
What is happening throughout the
This
country?
will work as a precedent in other cases also. This is the greatest difficulty. This is
But in
work
other
as-
cases,
I'm telling you, if this is this, I will not allow. In other cases, when you grant, you grant because from our childhood we have been seeing brigade. How many organizations per year is it? Whatever it is, sir. It's not that, but some communication must be with a reasoning, sir. A person who has communicated. You may have your reservations on thousands of factors, but this communication which has been made is devoid of any reason, sir. This is where I am on.
If you lost
Your land, it is your discretion.
yes.
But the discretion must be obviously substantiated by a reason, sir. I will not go beyond that.
I respectfully agree. Subject to a rider. Subject to a rider. That question of disclosing reason comes when a petitioner establishes a fundamental right or any other legal right. Where is the legal right of a Society Registration Act? Unless they satisfy your lordship that they have a right to agitate such a religious forum.
You could have answered that, sir. This could have been an answer to this communication. You tell me. This letter could have said that, sir. This letter could have said that. This communication could have said that you do not have any authority. I'm not saying it must be a good reason. It may be a reason that will be a subject matter of test.
Madam, kindly appreciate only one thing. 50,000 people assemble there for a discussion. That is the prayer.
That may be a language. So that could have been a reason in your letter only, sir.
No, if you lost it so once, we shall give.
Because otherwise-
by today.
Otherwise, these communications itself are not acceptable, sir.
Yes. If you lost it so once, we shall give detailed reasons by today.
And majority of the political parties have suspended their activities on larger program.
This organization is also suspended for 3 days nationwide. I saw this.
So that is why I say don't hold it on 26th.
Yes,
don't-
it is ended 3 days and it is ended. Kindly take this. Kindly take this. Kindly take this.
এটা সাত করে কি সে
জাস্ট আমি প্লেস করি, আপনিও দেখান না না তার পরেরটা আপনাকে দেখান, আপনি তার আগেরটা দেখান। মে
দেখাচ্ছ মামা?
ও এটা কি রেজলিউশন?
রেজুলেশন না, তোমরা এটা দেখুন আগেরটা, it is a responsible organization, my lord.
No, I am not disputing, sir.
Yes.
Whether you make an
I
application,
have each and every. Kindly turn page number 34.
26, Mr.
I just because of it is. I know what is court's mind, my lord. Kindly turn page number 34 for my satisfaction, nothing else. For my satisfaction. Kindly turn page number 34. Kindly turn page number 34. Kindly, for my satisfaction, nothing else. Government of India, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Foods, Public Distribution, Department of Consumer Affairs, IT Dex, to the Registered Societies, Government of NCT, really. Registration under Society Registration Act 1860, clearance of name, All India Muslim Personal Law Board, AIMPLB. I am directed to refer to this department letters to even number such and such on the subject mentioned above, and to say that matter has been reconsidered, and this department has noticed that All India Muslim Personal Law Board is established by the Muslim community and is either in any way connected with the government of India, nor any of the state government, nor does it enjoy patronage therefrom. As such, there should be no objection in granting registration to the body under the Society Registration Act 1860 as requested, and there is a signature. So it is a ministerial. I believe my learned senior friend is representing Union of India.
Yes,
I believe
yes,
so.
very much.
And my lord, kindly see the Society Registration Act 1860, Section 6. Should by and against societies.
Only I will consider this letter.
I learned it from learned Advocate General.
Mr. You should, whatever you have got to give a reasoned order. I am.
And my lord, may
No, what has fallen? What has
one thing for amicable settlement. I accept the court proposal. I accept it, and I bow down before this court. After 1 week, give any date.
Next Sunday you make an application.
My lord, next Sunday we hold a rally.
Huh?
We any date. Whatever court.
No, we are objective.
wants to hold it.
Let them apply afresh.
In any place in Kolkata. In any place in Kolkata.
Let me complete, sir. What I am proposing is that let them apply, you pass your reasoned order. And that application I am requesting him, this 26 is this Saturday, 1 week hence for the 3rd. Let them apply with a 3rd reasonable time.
Very well.
You take your
Very well.
time also and pass an order.
And I respectfully agree to your lawsuit suggestion. What has happened in Kashmir? All activities are suspended.
They try to divert this issue. There is no relation between, because this organization is a responsible, being a responsible organization.
You have responsibly acted also. I am just extending the time. You have said 3 days. Certain decisions are being taken at the highest level of the country.
I am different constitutional court. I want my constitutional right. I want to exercise any day. That's why I place before this court any day. Any day with my learned friend. Think this is suitable any day.
Let him consider.
Any day. But hold the meeting. To hold the meeting. They will reject it. I have to come again because they will reject it. Kindly, I want to exercise my constitutional right. Kindly visualize this.
Very good, sir. You make an application. I cannot presume as a court what they will do. I have asked them and I have already given my mind to them. I have said that this is devoid of any reasons. Whatever may be the reason may be good, reason may be bad. That is what they.
With this reason, if they want to supplement the reason, I will combat it.
No, but then you make an application for 3rd of May. That is my.
They made mistake. Give the reason. They kindly visualize it. I make an application being a citizen of India.
Then this will be disposed of.
Constitutional court. Before a constitutional court. Then reject it. Then first reject it. Then give a reason. Because otherwise, I challenging this.
Then this
Reject it, my lord. Kindly reject it, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, give a reason. Give a reason.
that I am doing. I am nothing.
And pending this petition. Pending this and keep this.
So that this will not be pending, sir.
Otherwise, my lord. But for which purpose I before this court, my lord? I want to hold a meeting.
I understand.
The basic.
I am not disputing. I am not disputing with you, sir. I have said on 26, don't hold the meeting. postpone that, make an application for 3rd of May, which you are not agreeing.
Yes, made a mandatory order. I want a mandatory order. Any day. I want a mandatory order. Mal, kindly.
How can I give a mandatory order? Land is not my land, sir.
That's why, my lord, I suggest
There-
them any day. They say from 21 to
No.
27, there is
Even a mamla.
otherwise, my lord, that's why, my lord, I accept the court proposal any day, suitable for them. Any day.
No, that you have got to make an application. I am setting aside this order, sir.
Yes,
I am asking them to give a reasoned order. Bas, আমার এর বেশি আর কিছু কাজ নেই।
kindly set aside the order. Thereafter, whatever they want to do,
Let them do it.
kindly set aside this order. Kindly set aside the order. Thereafter, nothing, not a single words.
ঠিক আছে।
Set aside this order.
If the order is to be set aside, then all my submissions are to be recorded.
I am saying that reasoned order be communicated.
Very well. Very well, sir.
I am holding this with is devoid of any reasons.
Very well.
A reasoned order be communicated to the petitioner. That is only what I am doing, sir. Yes, Mr. Dotto.
Then I have a legal submission.
Yes.
Without speaking for any of the sides, which is not this kind of administrative order is not required. Unless the statute provide that an administrative order must be acted.
Backed by reason. But then this is absolutely in the nature of a prohibited order.
I am asking for a permission to a person, permit me to use your land, whether or not to permit. All that, I'll give you an example. I deal with
The public land.
service jurisprudence. Say, for example, 5 people are offered for getting petition. One gets promotion. The other two have never communicated this. Why you are not being not
That is for service jurisprudence, sir.
required? If the statute under which the functionary is working, it is a duty under the statute that you must be. There is nothing more than this. But may I only make this request? When the Lordship please to fix a matter on these issues. Required time to tag this.
So that his purpose will not be served.
Question it is cropping up in very many matters, but as to whether if I want route number 35 to be used, whether I can be disallowed from using it.
No, but those are for demarcation issues. But this is a zone which is everybody has been using this, sir. Let me dispose of this officer for the time being. Let them give whatever reason communicating to them.
That is for that, but
I understand. Then we'll come to you argue on that issue, sir. I have got nothing to say because
this is possibly not a appropriate case for me to.
And another thing which I would actually difficult for the state also, I understand, demarcate the areas where it can be done because you cannot shut everybody out.
Because so far as my learned friend will be made clear, Lord, this Maidan area, Lord, is demarcated by, I think, a red line zone, a yellow line zone, and a blue line zone. Then you also find that a judgment of justice also found states that we have because of the Maidan. As we class. So this also speaks to raise the history from some 1700 to find out which places can be used for water point. Like opposite Victoria Memorial, it is a one line zone. Where we are here, this is another line zone. This is blue zone. This demarcation is there. How they are going to allow it is absolutely to be honest discussion. Now, so far as the Kolkata police is concerned, because the commissioner of police has got a supervisory jurisdiction over this. PNC has taken upon itself the burden of keeping it in a clean condition because they have said that they do not have that infrastructure where people have to. There are demarcated user, 5 persons, mode of user. You are who's going to be water service. Yeah, but it requires to be faced in an appropriate placement. You can address your question.
চলে আসুন এটা
Since advocate general is there, my lord, because of that it is, my lord, throughout the state, my lord, they already announced it, my lord. May I suggest one thing for amicable settlement? Nothing. Give any piece of land in and around Dharmatala, my lord, any piece of land, any piece of land. That is my
that
If
is
the state of Rani Rashmoni or in front of, my lord, Shahid Minar or in front of Victoria House. No. আপনি আছেন বলে তো আপনি state.
অ্যাপ্লাই করতে তখন দেখেন
But then, I apply today by itself. I wants to hold it. Nothing else,
Criteria
nothing
is-
more, nothing less.
He
If
has a
the
right
court
to
want,
apply,
yeah,
whether
if this court want, appoint a special officer and we abide every condition. Kindly visualize. I am sure.
কোর্ট
I am so soft with this, madam. Kindly see, because of that, it's have, this is an organization of Islamic scholar, and jury.
I have got no issue.
Visualize it. They wants to have good message amongst the society. Because of that, there are some regarding Waqf Act.
In respect of a matter which is being adjudicated by the Supreme Court, message to the society. It's unheard of.
That doesn't mean that every act passed by the legislature is not a good.
so that is a debatable also. That is that I will not say anything. That whether any agitation once because the judiciary is hearing something, public agitations will not
That doesn't mean the other constitutional right is set aside.
suspend.
That doesn't mean.
That's a debatable issue.
Yes. Because of that, I want to exercise my constitutional right.
Anyway, you make a fresh application, they will decide.
But set aside this order because this is order bad in law. Number one, number two, I want to. That's why I have. So
I am.
Throughout the state, throughout the
Good.
state, the announcement is there.
তো বেজেই গেল আমার
I want to support nothing more, nothing less. Any piece of land, because advocate general is there. Any piece of
The advocate general is not here.
land. Not.
I am not here. To be very candid, I am not here.
I
I am not here to facilitate things. I am here to assist your lordship.
Present in the courtroom. I made an application here and now, but I adjudicated it by free,
no first let it Mr. I cannot say whose land, which one is army's land, which one is state's land, which one is municipality's land. You apply, come to court. Wherever I find the see, this is a order I have expressed my mind, not acceptable to me. I have said that to them, sir. I have got nothing issues. If it is required, or they will assign a reason to them to you and communicate to you. As simple as that. But with that, I cannot say you have got to give the ground. That is not my.
Simply satisfied this order. Simply kindly order.
চলে আসুন petitioner the individual capacity petitioners applied before all the কর্নেল কর্নেল তারপরে কমা দিয়ে কর্নেল ল্যান্ড for general officer commanding land headquarters Bengal area 246 AJC Bose Road Alipur Kolkata 27 for the purposes of conducting a meeting at Brigade Parade Ground Kolkata on 26/4/2025 between 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. for a discussion on Waqf Amendment Act 2025. Such application was made on 12th of April 2025 by a communication dated 21st of April 2025. Colonel Colonel Land for General Officer Commanding communicated to the applicant inverted এর মধ্যে দিন permission for conduct of meeting at Brigade Parade Ground on 26 April 2025, is not granted to your organization. এটা page 51. কোথায় গেল আমার এগুলো? Mr. Chakraborty, learned additional Solicitor General, has taken preliminary objection relating to the maintainability of the writ petition in respect of the petitioner number 1.
Number 2.
Petitioner number 1 is the personal board.
Two is representing the person.
Petitioner number 2 representing the petitioner number 1, which is a which has been registered under the Societies Registration Act Roman 21 of 1860. 60 or 61?
1861. 1860.
The form says 60.
60. 60, sir. It is 60. 60. It was subsequently notified. No. Yes, 1860. Yes.
Acha. Learned Additional Solicitor General has assigned a number of reasons, including the factor of the subject matter in respect of which the prayers shall be in advanced, as also the existing present scenario.
Only one thing to be added on my submission. I am actually in support of the non advocate general. That is A1 defense land. A1
Not
defense
putting in all these things.
defense is not
Proper case, I will put it, sir. This is a simple case. Don't make it complex, sir. Scenario to that effect. Learned Additional Solicitor General has also placed a document reflecting that presently the land is being used by the military itself for the purposes of training. Be that as it may, Learned Advocate General has also taken up the issue.
Absolutely secret issue of the defense. This is not reflected in your. I did not record.
It is an open field, my lord. Open field.
But army is conducting a training for which purpose? That cannot be disclosed.
The purpose is not big.
ওটা কেটে দিন বাবা, আমি ওই জন্য 2 লাইনে করতে চাইছিলাম, পারফরমেন্স দেখাবার জন্য। Learned Advocate General has also opposed the application of the petitioner and submitted that the owner of the property happens to be the army, and there is limited supervision of the Commissioner of Police Kolkata, as well as the other services is being rendered for upkeep of the said ground by the Kolkata Municipal Corporation.
Kindly do not record my objection. In fact, unless the army grants permission, my action doesn't start. Action, inaction, whatever it is.
Everything is recorded.
This is what, my lord, should be stopped. And your lordship should pass an order prohibiting all social media from uploading because the High Court rules required to be amended on this. বিয়ে করবে বলে ওইসব দেখাচ্ছি, আমি গিয়ে মেনশন করলাম।
আচ্ছা,
এবং সেই জন্য
হ্যাঁ সাবমিট করে দিন। হ্যাঁ, পিটিশনার সাবমিট করে যাও দিয়ে দিন। আচ্ছা, it is I have considered the communication dated 21st April 2025 made on behalf of the made by the Colonel, Colonel Land for General Officer Commanding to the petitioner number 2. ওই আগে তো কোটেশন দিয়েছেন না উপরে, which is devoid of any reason. Consequently, I direct that the petitioners be informed by way of a reasoned order, a reasoned communication,
Yes.
oblique order, at the earliest, in respect of the reservations. Today, by today you communicate. By tomorrow.
Otherwise, Malad,
Today.
we want to hold rally on 26.
Give a mail address to them. Give a mail address to them.
Give it to my
এই তো লেখা আছে Practically,
আচ্ছা কি বললাম? At the least, preferably within 24 hours.
লোক আছে
আচ্ছা, in respect of the reservations of the army to grant permission for holding the meeting at Brigade Parade Ground. Within at the earliest, preferably within a period of 24 hours. Full stop.
Otherwise, Malad, kindly, Malad, throughout the state, Malad, the announcement is there, Malad, because a lot of person they were from Jalpaiguri, from Coachbihar,
আমার পক্ষে
you are kindly visualize it, Malad, because
they will try to give it. After all, they are an officer.
that's why, Malad, I want an amicable settlement. That's why I want.
আর না 2:11 বেজে গেছে, উঠতেই পারলাম না এখন সকাল থেকে।
once communication.
হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা, such communication be
Malad, otherwise, Malad,
such communicate that
authority, Malad.
I don't have any doubt regarding
This time is being appreciated.
such communication. Such communication, the respondent number, Colonel is respondent number 11. The respondent number 11. We would also be at liberty to communicate his decision by way of an email, the address of which is available with where.
Malad, in back.
The address of which is already to you or to the organization. Organization.
It goes Samid.
No.
আরে যাকে দেয়া দিয়ে দেবে, ঠিক আছে। আরে অফিসিয়ালি কমিউনিকেট করে না।
Petition number 2. I supply the mail ID.
হ্যাঁ, সাপ্লাই
To
করে দেবে।
the
আরে ওটা আছে কি নেই তাহলে কি?
email
I supply here.
to the petitioner number 2. With the aforesaid observation, WPA 9045 of 2025 disposed of.
Malad, for this much, Malad. This
How
much.
can we buy here?
By today, Malad, Indian Army, Malad.
Given by within 24 preferably
By
within
today.
24 hours.
By today, Malad. I have one day.
They will be trying. See, one thing, they have hierarchy. The person may not himself take a decision.
Exactly.
They may have 15 grounds, 50 grounds. They may have to choose one of the ground.
Whatever the 50,000 people who came from the
Sir,
place, Malad.
I have already expressed my mind, and you have also agreed that the next 1 week nothing will be done.
Only record one.
But I want to hold rally in Brigade.
Only record.
If that's why if they don't want to give anyone or Vita chanting or nothing else,
Oh. We-
Abandoned for everyone. It is prohibited for everyone. Then
Your lordship
Agreed.
has not entered into the merits of the.
হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা in view of the aforesaid, in view of the grounds on which the communication made by the respondent number 11 is directed to be revisited,